Hello champs! Welcome back to our channel Learn for You. As always, here is your study buddy Anshika, and now we are going to continue our journey of Scratch. So basically, this is our part 3rd where we were talking about pan extensions. We covered different topics, right? Let us have a recap of what we did in our previous video. So basically, there we talked about how we can draw different shapes such as triangle, then octagon. Then we jumped on how we can make a circle, and I told you how we can do that. We also made some interesting figures like circular flower, and now it's time to move ahead. So what do you think we are going to continue? I showed you some of the best arts we are going to create using pan extensions, right? So the very first art we are going to create using pan extensions is our circle art. You already know how to draw circle, right? So it becomes very easy to draw this. What we have done? We have just repeated this process how many times? 24 times, as you can see here. And then we have changed our angle every time by how much? 15 degrees. Then the same process of making a circle, and now we are going to do it. So let's jump on our Scratch editor, and there I'll show this to you. Here we go, and I have already made this code so that it won't take much time, though I'll explain it well. As you can see here, the starting codes are quite very easy. We just use the event block when green flag clicked, then erase all, and we set our pan size and pan color. Then we started to draw it. As you can see here, if I will play, then it will start creating. You can see what it has done. We will set our x and y coordinates and point in a certain directions. Now this circle, how many times this Scratch is making? When you will see it, you will find that it is making the circle 24 times. And every time we have changed the color, then we have turned it by 15 degrees. And the process of making a circle is quite very easy. We will repeat it 36 times, move 10 steps every time, and change it by 10 degrees. So this is how we can create our circular art. As you can see here, it is looking quite very pretty. When we are going to design our games and animations, there we can use it to make it more attractive. Now let us jump on to the other art. What do you think we are going to continue? I even told you that we are going to continue one of our triangular art, right? So here we go, and we can see we can draw these beautiful triangles. We know how to draw triangle, just we need to use some of the code block and we will repeat it. So let us go back here, and here we can easily see as we go here. You know how to draw triangle, right? We will repeat the process 3 times and change the angle by how much? By 120 degrees. Now, as you can see, if I started to play it, one triangle it has made, then it is making our second triangle. Moving on to it made our third triangle, then it will make our how many triangles? 6 triangles, as we have repeated it how many times? 6 times. So you can see here, after it is done with 6 triangles, it will automatically stop. So it is just the game of numbers and how many times you want to repeat any of the thing, and easily you can create your code. You can just make some of the alterations here and you will get some different figures. So this is how we can create our circular and triangular arts. Now the very next thing we are going to look into is how we can fill our circle. Till now we have drawn a circle with outline. Now we are going to fill our circle. What do you think we are going to do? We will play our pen size here. So when we are going to increase our pen size every time and we are going to repeat it, it will fill our circle. So as you can see here, first we will click on green flag, then the same things. We will set our coordinates, and after this pen down. After this we are going to repeat it. How many times? This depends on how we are changing our pen size. So once we will make the circle, we will repeat the process and change the pen size by different numbers so that it can easily fill the circle. So let us jump there and see how we are going to draw it. Here we go, and let us have a new window here. We will start drawing it, and before that we need to just add our pen extensions. Now what we'll go in our event section and choose this block. Same thing we will do. We will go to our pen blocks, from there erase all. Then it comes to set our pen color and set our pen size. So these things are quite very easy. Moving on to our motion block, we will choose our go to X from here, and then we will point in a certain direction. So tell me till now how much you are enjoying it. I hope things are getting clear to you and they're quite very easy. So once you will start practicing it, it will get very much easy. Now moving on to our control section, we will use this wait for a second so that we can notice the changes, and then we will start drawing it. So pan down here. Now we have to repeat this process number of times. We will go in our control section and use this block of repeat. We will use one more block. I'll just explain you why we are using this. Then we have to move our 10 steps and turn it by 10 degrees to draw a circle, right? So here we are done with making our circle. Just hold it and drag and drop here. Yes. So now we will be able to draw a circle, and then we have to change our pen size in order to fill the circle completely. We will change our pen size, right? Just go and change pen size, and then what do you have to choose? We will change our pen color. Even we can do this and we cannot even, so it will show you that how it is going to draw it so that you can understand it very well. After this we will jump our next pen block, which is our pan up. Now we just need to set our numbers here, right? So the very first thing, we will move 10 steps and we will change it by 10 degrees, right? And how many times we have to repeat this process? We will repeat this process 36 times in order to draw a circle. Then let us try this for 15 times, and I hope in 15 times our circle will be completely made. Let us set our pen size here to 3, the normal one, and our pen color is 10. Once we are done with it, now let us play this. I hope it will draw the circle, and here we go. So let's see. As you can see, every time the pen size is increasing, and as it is drawing, it will start filling the circle. So this is how we can just make our circle fill. We have changed these colors so that you can notice the changes. Here see, we have not changed the pen size by much. We can just change it by 5. And then easily you can notice the change. It will fill the circle very much fastly. So as you can see here, it is filling, and I hope in just 15 bites it will just completely fill our circle. So isn't it looking interesting? Once we are going to make some good things, these things will help you a lot, and there you will find them quite easy. See, last part is left, so we can just repeat this process some more times. Like let us set it to 20, and in 20 it will easily fill the circle. You can just increase its time also. I have just set this wait 1 second here. Once you will remove it, it will get a bit fast, and so you can just fill the circle. So this is our going to be last video where we are talking about pen extensions. We will cover almost all the things related to pen extensions. Just practice it and try to make some good things. You can make different patterns on these bases. So okay, let us increase this. You can just set it. I hope you have understood it. So now let us move on to other one without wasting any time. And the other thing we are going to talk is how we can clone our cat. So this is like coloring the stage. It is also quite very easy. You can just go through this code block and you will quite understand it easily. The very next thing we will talk is how we can clone our cat. So in pen block, I have explained you almost everything. The last thing left is our stamp. So once you will set the stamp, you can easily create the clone of cat. So let us try this as well. And moving on to our Scratch editor. Here we go, and let us take this one only. Here, just remove these things. These are not the required ones. We can just make the changes here only, right? So let us change this only. We will set this erase all and then go to X. And then we will point in a certain direction. After this, what we have to use? We will use the block of stamp. Stamp, what does it do? It just create the clone of the object or the sprite we are using. Then we will just wait for a second so that we can easily notice the changes. Once we are done with waiting for a second, then we will jump on moving on to our steps, so that later on we can make its more stamp. After moving some steps, we will again create its stamp. Just go here, then again Wait for a second and repeat this process as many times you want its stamp. Then again move some steps and create its stamp. So I hope these things are very much clear to you. Now it's getting done here, and let us stop here only. We will just set it here, move 100 steps. Number of times you will repeat it, it will get much easy. Then you have to just go to position. Let us set this position as back. We will go here minus 150 so that it can start moving. Okay, done. This one, let us play this. So you can see with 1 second gap it is creating our clone. So this is how we can easily create these clones. And then now we will even see that how we can just make it fade away and we can hide it. So it will just give the effects of walking. So this is what we are going to do. Till now we are done with this, and now I hope completely pen extensions are much clear to you. Now you can just practice and make different things. We are going to catch you very soon in our next video, and there we will talk about some other blogs. So till then, keep connected and keep learning. We are going to catch you soon in our next video. Thank you and bye.